Welcome to the Kingdom Culture Podcast that was created on purpose with a purpose to empower, uplift, and guide others to the center of God's perfect will. Kingdom Culture family, welcome back to the Kingdom Culture Podcast. I hope everybody's been having a great week. As you can see, I'm not in my regular spot. If you can hear the background, you can hear nothing but nature. And that's because I'm in Puerto Rico. Something unexpected happened that has changed my life, my family's life. And that's the loss of my mother-in-law. We were not prepared to lose her this quickly, this soon. So my family and I, we had to, fly out here to be with our family. But, through hardship, through struggles, I've learned to hang on to the Lord. And the thing that I want to talk about today is not how we feel sad when somebody we love passes, but how we feel inspired by their lives that they lived. And being here, everything's been so fast and so quick. We got here, literally we flew out the same day that we heard about what happened, and we got here at nighttime, and the next day we had to get up and start the paperwork and everything else to get everything set up as far as dates and times for her wake and her burial. And it's amazing how much support we got, from her church people, from her friends, from her family, from all the people that she touched, because she was giving. She was kind. She was loving. She always said yes to anybody that needed help. She was a woman of God. Proverbs 31. A Proverbs 31 woman. And that's what I want to talk about today. How sometimes we might take for granted the people that we have around us because we think we have time with them, And then one thing that she showed me was to always be in joy, laughing. Not to never take life too seriously is what she taught me. But being here, surrounded by all the people that loved her, by all the people that knew her, by all the people that she helped, by all her family members, it was amazing. And they got me thinking, because when you die, you're not going to know who shows up or not. And it got me thinking about how many people who came through for our family. I kid you not, I think between the 3 days, it was like 500 people. Pastors from all over, different pastors, different friends, different family members from hours away. If you're from Puerto Rico or have ever been, you know that the places that people are from are 30, 40, an hour, 2 hours away. And people were still making time to make it to be where she was. Our own pastor from Holland, Michigan flew out to be here with us in this moment because she came to our church, because she lived with us for a little bit and where we're from, which is Michigan. Because she touched the life of so many people by doing the work of the Lord, by doing small things, by being there, by showing up for somebody if somebody needed a ride, as little as bringing food to somebody that needed it. And it got me thinking, what kind of legacy do I want to leave? What do I want people to remember me for? Everybody talked about my mother-in-law in such a beautiful way, uplifting way, and an inspiring way of wow, She left a big cloud of love everywhere. Wherever she went, she touched everybody's heart. And that's admirable. That's inspiring. And it makes me want to be better. Right? Because when somebody passes, we tend to think about what we're not going to be able to do with that person anymore, right? We're not going to be able to come and see her and surprise her. My son's not going to watch, she's not going to watch my son grow up. My husband's really going to miss calling her, And we think about those things because we're human and we got to feel our feels. But what I'm trying my hardest to do is to find the beautiful parts of her and spread it even more. And I take that with me because that's what she taught me, to be a better person, to always have an open hand, to always be there to help other people, the people that need it the most. And she really touched my life, I was blessed to know her. And I wrote down all of these things that I want to improve about myself, to be a better Abril in the world. Because one thing's for certain, we don't know when our time will come. And I think that we get so caught up on reaching the next goal or reaching the next title and trying to reach a destination of success. But the truth behind all of it, behind life, is just to live it. To be happy, to be enjoyed, to be present. To enjoy the people around us while we have them, because it is a privilege. If you have people around you that love you, accept you, that's a privilege. If your parents are still alive, that's a privilege. So I want to encourage you to think about that stuff, to think about what kind of legacy you want to leave behind, what kind of person you want to be remembered as. What are some opportunities you can take to make this world, a better place? There's enough chaos already. There's enough bad out in the world. So when are you going to step into your full potential that the Lord has given you to help other people? My mindset mentor told me that on one of our last calls. He said, I think most of us think that success is bad or that we don't deserve it. But in reality, when you're living it to your full potential, when you're giving the world who you truly are, it's a gift that everybody needs. And I'm not talking about money, because nobody's going to know or remember your bank accounts. Nobody's going to remember the titles that you had, the corporate ladders that you climbed. Nobody's going to remember that. But how can you give more? Not just money-wise, but your time. How can you volunteer more? How can you make yourself a part of a community? It was amazing to see how many people came and went. It was nonstop. The whole 3 days we were doing all of that stuff. It was beautiful. It was inspiring. And I know what I want to change. I know that I want to be more loving, more accepting. I want to be able to be the type of person that people feel comfortable with, to talk to come to open up with. I want to get myself involved in my community to help those that need it the most. To always have a helping hand. It really honestly, it touched me and it changed my life. So start thinking about that. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? What type of person are you now? Are you a good person? Are you a giving person? Or are you the first one to say no because it's inconvenient to you? Those are the questions that I've been asking myself this whole time. I'm like, am I living life just to support me and mine? Am I so focused on what I have not reached yet that I'm not helping other people? So start asking yourself those questions. And start asking yourself, what is my full potential? What does the Lord want me to do? Where does the Lord need me? What talents, gifts has He given me to give to the world? Because life is short. And you don't have to be stressed out about it all the time if you're not where you want to be. but you know there's more inside of you. You know there's more that you can offer to the world. And it's not bad. It's not a bad thing for you to desire new things and new dreams. It's good because you're helping others. You're inspiring others to be better. So that's all I have for you guys this week. It's been hectic. It's been hard. But we are people of faith. And we know that she's resting with our Lord. And we can't wait till we get to see her again. And just remember, the legacy you leave behind is the memory that you leave with the people that were around you. Always. So be kind. Be giving. And love yourself so that you can love others as well. I love you guys, but remember that the Lord loves you more. Always, always, always. Please like and subscribe. And share the podcast on your social media platforms. Because like I always say, we grow organically. There's not a marketing people that help me with the podcast, so I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great week, and I love you so much. God bless.